Reading these stories to you, and I'm like, deep down, I'm like, oh man. Yeah, what's going on, everyone? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a good day so far, everyone. So I wanted to start this new little bit, just like maybe once a week or something, just do a little bit of news, like, you know, like some seizures or drug busts or anything like that, just any sort of story related to what this channel's about, you know. So the first story is about a 51-year-old male travelling from LA to Manchester, UK. This gentleman, Fernando Fuesto, they've named him on the thing. So the NCA saw 8 suitcases, I should say, that was a little bit suspect, to say the least, right? He's travelling from LA, remember, so the police are on it. So as he's come through customs, they've pulled him aside. He's got 8 suitcases there in his kids' names, his names, his wife, everything. They've pulled him over. They've opened it up, and do you know what they've found? They found 278 different packages full of cannabis. Wow. Well, you've got to have some cojones to be doing that, bruv, ain't you? Like, I would have been sweating doing the whole journey, bruv. And then getting pulled over at the end, right at the end, mate. Like, so that was 158 kilos. 158 key, man. I would have been sweating. Bruv, I don't take weed on holiday with me. I'd go to countries that have weed, or now I've got my medical, I can take it with me to countries that let me. I would never, bruv, I never ever in my life, I never even took a gram of weed on holiday with me, because I'm wondering, I'm sweating, bruv. I'm in the queue at the airport and I look like I've done something wrong before I ain't done nothing. I'm just sitting there and I just look like one of them guys that looks like he's done something wrong, bruv. I always get pulled aside, bruv. I don't know what it is. It's just like, I am that guy. Always gets pulled aside. I ain't even chancing it. But 158 keys, bruv. What? What? Oh man, anyway, he's been charged by the NCA, I think it is. Is it the NCA? Yeah, the NCA, for smuggling and importation problem charges and all that. Like, so that's story number one, man. That's story number one. And that happened a month ago in the UK. Story number 2. Now this one here is, do you know what? It's like, I don't like these stories. I don't like people getting caught and that, do you know what I mean? Because I think cannabis should be free trade. I think everyone should be able to grow it. Everyone should be able to sell it. I think if you get it tested, you should be able to go to a farmer's market and sell it. I believe in that structure of life. You know, all of that, you know. So when I see people getting busted, I'm reading these stories to you and I'm like, deep down, I'm like, oh man, it's so sad, because a lot of people use this as medicine as well. Like, so this second story, this second one that comes to you from Belfast, Northern Ireland, Belfast. So it says here, a cannabis factory is uncovered at a commercial warehouse in Limestone Road on Friday. This was last week. Follow-up inquiries identified a vehicle which was subsequently stopped by the police in Hollywood. A large quantity of cannabis was found inside the factory, and a 32-year-old man was arrested and held in custody on suspicion of drug offences. And this is what bugs me though. Look, a detective, Inspector Mullen, said it has a harrowing impact on relationships with local people, and there is no such thing as a safe drug. Well, if you take it out of criminal hands and put it into a regulated market and let us grow our own. So if we grew our own, I can grow my own tomatoes, I can feed it what I want, and I can eat that tomato, don't have to get sent off. But if I wanted to sell that tomato on the market, I'd have to get it tested, and the things that I put in it you have to be certain rules and regulations. Do you know? That's the way it should be. The way you grow tomatoes, you should be able to do the same thing with cannabis. Obviously, a legal age, you have to buy it if you're of a legal age. We don't want to be selling it to kids and that. Do you know? And this is another problem. With the dealers, they're selling it to kids as well, man. So like, my kid can go and get weed anytime she wanted. She doesn't. She's like a straight A student, bless her. I don't think she'd never got it from me. But she's a good kid. But she says all her friends, they all do loads of things. They do the balloons and all that. She don't get involved. Do you know, see what my point is you can make drugs safer if you regulate the market. For instance, in America, everything's laced with fentanyl. People are just dying left, right and centre. Now, if they had legal shops that sold things for adults to go and use, you're an adult, you should be able to put whatever you want in your body as long as you don't harm anyone else or around you and that, yeah? Then the product will be safe for you to consume. So this was meant to be a little bit of a news report, but it bugged me the way the old Bill said there is no such thing as a safe drug. I'm sorry, mate. I bet you go down the road and have a beer at the end of the night, don't you? So that was my little rant over, guys. I thought I'd just share with you a couple of stories that I think quite sad, really. I do think it's quite sad that people are in positions to having to do this stuff, and things need to change, man. But yeah, next week I'll have another couple of stories for you, maybe 2 or 3, I don't know, let's see, man. But yeah, definitely, I think I might do this. It's quite fun, all right? Anyway, people, if no one said it to you today, I'm going to say it to you, all right? I love you, and I hope you have a blessed day. Oh, check out my top, look. Peace.